Lana, the woman that is in charge basically of intelligence was being questioned today. Her name is Tulsi Gabbard, another one that has been accused of being a Russian asset, but now she's in charge of our intelligence. That's just fucking fantastic. But she was being questioned today as to whether or not there was any confidential information on these text messages. She denied it. So, of course, the obvious question was asked after that.
The defense secretary or others, after this specific military planning was put out, and say, hey, we should be doing this in a SCIF?
There was no classified material that was shared in that.
So then if there were no classified material, share it with the committee. You can't have it both ways. These are important jobs. This is our national security.
I just look at her for a second.
Yeah.
She has the face of unqualified employee. That's what she has, that look when somebody calls you into the office and you said, hey, I saw you on camera stealing. That is the expression that she has.
Right, because now it's not written down for her, right? So when when she first read that, all that spiel she did, she sounded like she knew what the fuck she was talking about because that shit was all written down. Now she's like a deer in headlights. She's like, whoa, like what?
Lana, I don't know. Does this say a little bit more about Tulsi Gabbard than the others? And the reason why I'm asking that question is because a lot of the other grifters would easily be able to come back with some nonsensical answer to get the American people to buy into it. She can't even bring herself to say something so insane other than there were no classified, and she can't spin it in a way that would make the flying monkeys repeat it.
Right, because now he's like, well, then show it. If there's no classified, then that means that journalist can show everything that he saw.
Right. I mean, her look at that look. It is classic.
Yeah.
Bobbing and weaving and trying to, filibuster your answer. So please answer the question.
She couldn't answer the question. She sat there with that dumbfounded look on her face because she may not have that in her. She may not have the over-the-top, ridiculous answer. And she's just kind of like, how the fuck do I get through this? Let me get out of here and let's move on.
Yeah, she'll get off and call her daddy, her orange daddy, and be like, how did I do, daddy? Like,
Yep. Well, the director of the CIA, John Ratcliffe, he was also on that text message, and he was being questioned very strongly by John Ossoff, senator from Georgia. And this was a really good exchange, and this is the kind of energy that I think that we need towards these people who continue to lie in their faces.
Ratcliffe, this was a huge mistake, correct?
No.
Unreal.
Like, no?
A national political...
Hold on.
No, you
Let me
hold
answer.
on. No, Director
The
Ratcliffe, I asked you a yes or no question, and now you hold on. A national political reporter
You can characterize it how you want.
was made privy
The White
to
House has
sensitive
made
information
clear
about
John Ratcliffe's doing his best to make sure daddy is pleased.
imminent
was an
military
inadvertent
operations against a
mistake,
foreign terrorist
Inadvertent
organization.
mistake of adding a reporter.
And that wasn't a huge
to a
mistake?
seal.
That wasn't a huge mistake?
Well, I think they characterize
This is
it as
an
a mistake.
embarrassment. This is utterly unprofessional. There's been no apology. There has been no recognition of the gravity of this error. And by the way, we will get the full transcript of this chain, and your testimony will be measured carefully against its content. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Ossoff. He has grown into that part. Y'all better vote for this man again.
Yep, no question about it. And that is, like I said, that's the kind of energy that we need. And, I do hear a lot of the people out there, the Democrats better make sure that they do something about it. I'm not really sure what you do, though, other than continue to call them out and just say, we are calling for you to step down. We're calling you for, to do this, do that. The Democrats have no power. They just have no power at all. These people are going to look at the Democrats or anybody else that goes against this, and they're going to go, okay, go away. We don't give a shit what you have to say.
Yeah.
But it does need to be called out. I'm not saying not to call it out.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is there are people out there acting like that if Pete Hegseth does not step down tomorrow, it's the Democrats' fault.
Right. Like you can't we can't make them, just like we cannot make Trump do what that judge keeps asking him to do, and he keeps like, right. We keep saying, "Oh, we're on the verge of a constitutional crisis." No, we're here.
Yep.
He's ignoring that judge. Like he's not paying attention. That judge there's nothing that judge can do.
Yeah, if we get to the point now where they're just ignoring judges' orders, what if they ignore the Supreme Court? I mean, again, we talked about this last week. What are they going to do about it?
Yes, TikTok is not banned. He has ignored the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
We are at a constitutional crisis. Like we are here and we're not even a year in.
Yep.
We're here.
I will say, in fairness, I think the TikTok ban, there was a stipulation, I believe, in the ruling that they could extend it for a certain period of time to give them a chance to find a buyer. And I believe that expires in the first week of April. So we'll see what happens